Does
Welcome.
this does oh, sorry. Does this thing work? We haven't been here for a little bit.
Hi, hello. Welcome to episode 87 of LolGals. Or
Yeah.
episode 13, actually. But yeah, we haven't been here for a while. We got a special episode where Liana's taking over the reins today.
Oh my
Yes, this is
god.
the Liana expert show.
Mm-hmm.
So, today we're talking about Echo of Tragedy and Nick Rekieta. So let's get
Wait,
it
I'm
over with
not
the
an expert on Echo of Tragedy. Let's just get that out of the way.
Okay, so let's get the bigger picture out of the way and let's talk about Nick Rekieta first. So
Mhm.
Liana,
Okay.
what's been going on?
So Nick Rada, he's known for his drunken live streams. He's messy. He's a YouTube lawyer. And he has lately been doing streams where he's been off the rails. We've seen
Mhm.
coke on his nose. He took a 30-minute bathroom break on his last live stream.
Jesus.
He was gone for longer than that. I think it was nearly an hour. Came back with coke on his nose, and it sounded like after Kino Casino did their great audio enhancement that he was getting a blowjob under his desk while he was still on stream. You
Oh
could
my
hear
god.
the lip like
Oh
cracking
Oh
my
and
my
god.
stuff.
god.
No, what? I
Yeah.
heard about that. I thought that was a joke.
No.
I
Oh
thought
All
my
his
god.
little Jannies and his little sweepers were like, no, he's not on coke. And then what I think like a few days later,
yeah.
he and his wife and April, who is they're about to divorce. I think it's Steel Toe Show's wife, were
Yeah.
arrested at his home. So someone had put in an endangerment or a wellness check for the children because they fear that there was child endangerment going on.
Uh-huh.
Apparently that was his pastor. So his
Yeah.
pastor's gone and put in a welfare check on May 16th. And now
Yeah.
it's taken that was in between the train wreck live stream that he did. And
Yeah.
then they've come there, I think it was on the 22nd or the 21st. Now the daughter, they've got 5 kids, right? So now the daughter has come to the door and she wouldn't allow the police officers in, and then Rekieta refused to give them the code to enter the door. So the
Mhm.
police actually had to ram raid the door down.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
once they
Whoa.
executed a search on the home, they found drug paraphernalia, 25 grams of either cocaine. I think it was cocaine. They said
Holy
cocaine or
crap.
methamphetamine. They found open ammunition shells underneath their bed, and guns. And now they do have
Ah.
a license to be, I guess they do have a gun license. But when
Yeah.
you have drugs involved, I think it's some sort of misdemeanor. Like it's
Well,
Yeah.
also when you have they live here in America, don't they?
yeah,
Yes, they do.
So like if they have kids in the house, even if you have a gun license, you have to have it locked up. So if they're
yeah.
finding shell casings and stuff under the bed just willy-nilly, that's bad. That's
So
bad.
so I heard speculation that like on the shell casings because I saw the legal documentation and when I read the spent shell casings on the police report I was just like why? And people are speculating that he was on a bender and like was like super paranoid and was shooting imaginary cats on the ceiling. Like I don't know if that's true, but
Oh my
people
god.
are speculating that.
Maybe.
I actually believe that. I saw the video of him having a Joe.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh my gosh. It was I think that was worse than what's that other guy? The other guy who got
DSP.
is it DSP? The
Yeah,
guy
Yeah.
DSP.
what's the other guy? The guy that Saggy went after for a long time.
And he
Um,
Signal.
yeah, Andy
Yeah.
Signore.
Yeah, like that. Oh my, because he had his like video of him having a Joe leak
I didn't
too.
even know that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I watched that one. It was so creepy and so gross. And then I watched Nick's, and like, oh my god,
It's
just the way
bad.
he looks like a crypt keeper.
He
Oh,
does. Like, would you fuck guys, would you? Would you fuck
no,
Nick Rekieta?
would not,
I
Oh
I would
no.
not. Nuh-uh.
no,
Would not.
no. And so I guess like Liana, you might know this because I've always been confused about this. So
Mhm.
there's the sector and then there's the Medicare. Is that right?
No, it's just called the sector. I don't.
Oh,
Oh, just
okay.
the sector.
Apparently,
Okay.
Ethan Ralph coined the phrase.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally just the sector.
So, like I was reading up on this, and I think this is like worse than tipster. Like this is like really bad degeneracy. Like I even read on the farms that Nick had women in his Discord post nudes in a thread, and it's just like holy shit. Like
I didn't know about that.
yeah, and he portrayed the reason why people are just so shocked by this, and like I guess the farmers are covering him is because he's grifted so bad. Like he used to proclaim himself as like this Christian or Catholic conservative
Mm.
YouTuber, and it's like the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I
Um
wonder what like people say I guess he went on a trip at one point and when he came back that's when everything changed. But I
yeah,
don't mm.
so I'm sorry, Pizzle. So what you're talking about is there's this trip to Anime Mitsuku. I think I'm saying the name right. Anime Matsuri.
Uh-huh.
And he was pictured and filmed of like women stepping on him or porn stars stepping on him with his wife. And then there's another trip where they supposedly went to Jamaica,
Mhm.
and it was like an orgy trip, like a swingers trip. And
Oh
they
my
have a picture of Nick and his wife nude on their
Yeah.
social media.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's I mean, would you be, like, doing if you guys made it big, like, let's say you had 100,000 viewers watching you on a daily basis, looking
Mhm.
at your content, you're adored, would you be doing, like, this kinda shit with your boyfriends?
Oh God,
Hell
no.
no.
No
I
No.
way.
wouldn't. N I would
No.
not.
If I
I
had all those people, if I had all those fans and everyone was watching me, oh my god, I'd be on my toes all the time, out in like like it would, I can see it messing up someone's life like mentally because like who knows when you're gonna get caught doing something stupid, whatever,
Mm.
yeah.
and then you have all those people, uh bringing attention to it and then like, it's kind of like crazy, but I still like I what kind of stupid moves like he was huge. I
Mhm.
remember flipping between like I watched him during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, right?
Yeah.
And he had like 50K viewers, like he had
Yeah.
so many viewers there and like that's where I was introduced to him and
Mhm.
I was like, I like his coverage. This is great. And like sometimes I flip between him and Emily D. Baker, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
like I was mainly watching him. Um, and it's nuts. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden I just see these pictures of him looking like the crypt keeper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? What did you do?
Yeah.
Drugs
It's
happen and
yeah.
alcohol.
Alcohol took a big um impact on his presence in YouTube because he would do these drinking streams where he's drinking whiskey and he like finishes the whole bottle, and it's just like
That's
he's
nuts.
just plastered, and people are sending him super chats like people watch this like my boyfriend and we started watching Rekieta um with the Kyle Rittenhouse coverage and the Johnny Depp Amber Heard
Mhm.
trial coverage, and boyfriend naturally became a fan of him. And there was a time like where there was a day, I think it was like last year or the year before, where boyfriend is watching one of his streams on his birthday, and he's just relaxing in the living room, and I super chat in to Nick Ricada's live stream, and I say, "Hey, please say happy birthday to T," right?
Mhm.
And he said happy birthday to T, and boyfriend was like, "Oh my god, thank you,
Aw.
honey." Like, he was
Yeah.
happy about that. He was excited to get the
Yeah.
shout out from Rekieta, but when all this stuff happened, when he had his DSP moment, boyfriend was watching Rekieta that night, and he's
No
like,
way.
he's just getting drunk. I don't wanna
Mm.
watch this. I watch
Yeah.
him for his legal coverage." So he stopped watching him that night, and then that's when all hell broke loose.
The
So,
stuff he says does not make sense. He literally goes into drunken ramblings with like words that make no sense.
yeah,
He's like telling jokes like something about a cop ordering something at Denny's and then not remembering his order, and it's just like how is that funny? Like he's
yeah.
just lost it. Do you guys think that he fell off because of the alcohol, or he fell off and has become an alcoholic?
I
Ah. I think it's the
Pizzle, what do you
alcohol.
think?
I think
Yeah,
it's like that. Like I'm I just don't I don't know. I could not I don't like I just don't like drunk people,
yeah,
period. I just
Mm.
don't I don't like I like tipsy people, and but like the second it goes from tipsy to drunk, I'm like, great, now you're irritating. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah,
And I don't know, maybe it's because like my energy is always seems like I'm drunk to everyone all the time, I guess. But and like having that other kind of energy to deal with, like it's like dealing with myself. But
yeah,
but I like the fact that I think that all like his whole diet is alcohol, because
mhm,
usually and it's not even beer, because beer would make you fat, right?
Yeah.
It's straight up liquor, and God, like it's the perfect PSA ad for not drinking,
yeah,
not being like, don't be an alcoholic or else you'll end up like Nick Rada. Like
yeah.
it's his liver's got to be gone. It
Oh god,
oh
yes,
God, and like he's oh man, and I heard that he was gonna represent himself in his own case.
Mhm.
Like
yes.
I don't even know if he's like what. Like, are you sure about that? Like, how long has it been since you've been in a courtroom, home slice?
Yeah. It's been
Mm,
quite some time because apparently he's not a practicing attorney.
mm,
Like, when he started making it big on YouTube, he just flat out just quit practicing.
mm,
Um, he also, like I feel like, his making it big in YouTube was, like, a big tell. Like, I think he had some addiction problems where
mhm,
he would, like, enjoy whiskey every now and then, and just, like, it led to drinking streams, and then the
mhm,
drinking stream while he's making it big on the Johnny
Yeah.
Depp stuff and doing these drinking streams, "Oh, I'm rich, I can afford cocaine now," and he's buying the rich man's drug, and now it's led to this. Now it's just insanity. I feel like what Rekieta is going through is just something that, like, YouTubers should learn when you make it big. Yeah, it's fun to, like, make it big and have fun and party and stuff, or go to VidCon and get drunk, but when you make it, like, a normal habit and you do, like, these drinking streams, it takes over you, and he had a
yeah,
DSP moment, like, Liana says Andy confirmed that, he was getting a blowjob from
mm,
somebody
And not
underneath the
even his
table.
yeah.
wife. Not
And
even his wife.
it's just like, how are you even why do you even think it's okay to do this on stream? And
Yeah.
it's insane. Like, I get he was inebriated and he was drunk, but it's like, bro, I've done the time that I have been on YouTube and making content, I have done 2 drinking streams. I did it with New Year's, and then I just recently did it with the AWT guys, right? And
Yeah.
Mhm.
each time I have done those drinking streams, I have told myself, "Don't do it again because you could be saying things that are very embarrassing."
Mm,
Right? And it's
yeah,
just it's not a smart thing to do. Like, yeah, it's
yeah,
great to have those drinking streams every now and then, but I
mhm.
personally hate it. Like, the New Year's stream, I was just like, "No, I can't drink all this Fireball. This is just insane."
But you're not
Yeah.
a big drinker anyway, Leah, are you?
I'm not, no.
Yeah,
I'm a
no,
Yeah.
social
neither am
drinker.
I. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
typically a social like Scott, like um here at home, like Scott every once in a while will do like shots like at night kind of thing.
Mhm.
But other than that, like I only drink alcohol out when I'm out. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
barely go out. And then I can't drink too much because then I just get sick. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a drunk. I've
Oh,
I've never blacked out in my life because my body won't let me. Like I just can't. But um but I'll get high all day.
yeah.
But that's
Well,
because I'm funnier. So
yeah. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, it's
yeah.
okay to, like, do drugs, or it's okay to, like, have alcohol, just don't let it become your life. Don't let it ruin
Yeah.
you. Like, it's okay that you smoke.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
funny when you smoke, but you know when to stop. Like, some
Oh,
people
yeah.
just don't know when to stop.
No, 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 yeah. Like there's like if I during Fireball, actually, the one with Drew is sharing it, where me and Drew, I don't remember a lot about the Fireball, but I remember me and Drew both took an edible,
Mhm.
and halfway through, I felt so tired. All I wanted to do was sleep, so I was, like, trying to hype myself up, and I
Yeah.
was like then I started getting stupid because I was like, I gotta, like, I wanna go to bed. I wanna sleep. I wanna lay in bed. Oh my god. But I can't, like I can't even smoke that much, but I'll smoke to get tired so that I
Yeah.
can go to sleep, so that I can
For
but,
medicinal purposes.
but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, except I just got reminded I have to get more melatonin.
W. W
Yeah.
melatonin.
Mhm. Mm.
Um, so there's the 2 infamous pictures that have been floating around. I haven't seen it on Twitter yet, but
Mhm.
I've seen it on Kiwi Farms because I'm a frequent reader, love the
Mhm.
farms.
Mhm.
There's a picture where Nick, Rekieta has like this bottle, this beer bottle or whiskey bottle up his butt. And
What?
What?
yes, he has it up his hairy butt, and it's just
Ah.
insane. And then not only that, like a few months later, from later down the road, from like him posting that picture with the whiskey bottle up his ass, his wife does the same thing, and he
No.
tweets it out on Twitter, and it's just like, oh my god, like, do you not have any self awareness? Like, I would never.
Is it
Although I
bad?
show my boobs on Twitter, I would never put, like, a
Is it
whiskey
bad that I'm
bottle up
Googling
my
this?
butt. It's
Ah.
Probably won't
insane.
find it on Google.
The wife picture isn't as bad, but you can in the Nick Rekieta picture, you can see his hairy ass. Like, he has a hairy ass, and it's just like, "Oh my god.
Mhm.
What is going on?" He used to portray himself as, like, this conservative law tuber, and he's just an expert. He became known from like covering the Maddox Dick Masterson lawsuit, and he proclaimed himself as the Dick Masterson lawyer and or expert
Mm.
or law expert, and it's just like now he's just completely done a 180, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna drink and do ball dildo reviews, and it's nasty. It's
No.
degeneracy at its finest. It's worse than tipster. Well, I
Yeah,
don't know because
but
tipsters like defended Lolly, so I don't know.
yeah,
I have no
I just
idea.
I'm so mad that this Nick Ricada thing made me Google what the hell a baldo was. I'm
Yeah.
so mad about it.
What
Don't
is
anybody listening to nope, don't even
No,
look it
don't
up.
Google it.
tell
Don't
me?
Google.
I have no idea what it is,
No,
but
I don't. How would I
Liana, do you know what it
say it?
is?
No, she
No.
doesn't know. But I'm trying to figure out how would I say it
So
in good
PG way.
YouTube. Yeah, like
it's like a silicone toy that you put on your member if you're a guy to
mm,
please the woman that you are with because it's 2
it's
instead of
Oh.
1,
it's
Oh.
and it attaches to your sack sacks. It's
it's
like,
like it's
ugh.
like you have it's like it's like having sex with just your balls.
That's
It's
very
so
that's
weird.
very funny.
It's
Okay.
so it's yeah, it's
Yeah. So
it's so weird.
so
Why?
do we officially think he is a low-cal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah. And especially since I thought like apparently he wanted to stream tonight,
yeah.
like last night or tonight. Like, and he's like, I plan on doing locals tonight. I really wanted to do the first stream aftermath gay BS, but I'm really not feeling it. I'm sorry. I'll do something tomorrow. Right now, I just am drained and tired. Again, a million people will have a whole slew of opinions about me and everything. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, Baldo, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
They've earned it.
I
They
love
don't know the story. And I'm
I
just
love that he's like, oh, they don't know the story. It's like, bitch, we have the facts. You got charged with child endangerment,
Mhm,
possession
mhm.
of guns and
Yeah.
drugs. Like,
Yeah.
what story do we need to hear? And then he's denying any wrongdoing. It's like you put your children in danger. Like, what do you mean? You were charged with child endangerment. You fucking are in the wrong. No one wants to hear your side of the story.
Mm.
So
Except his fucking little sweepers.
boyfriend and I were talking about this because we don't have kids, so we don't know what it's like to have children. But we're just like, how do you do drugs in
I
the
don't
same house as
understand.
your kids? Like, wouldn't you
It's
want to take your
iconic.
kids to like grandma's house and then have the
Mhm.
orgy or do the adult things and do drugs? Like,
No,
why
because
would you
they're
do it in
addicts.
front of your kids?
Because they're
Yeah.
addicts and they don't care.
Oh,
That's what it
that's
sounds
so
like.
disgusting though, because it's just like those kids are they're gonna be traumatized. Like even kids with like alcoholic parents, they go
Yeah.
through stuff. You're seeing your parent in another mental state and
Mm.
they're completely inebriated and you don't know how to process what your mom or dad is doing. And it's just like I would not if I had kids, I would not want to do it in front of my kids. It's just disgusting. Take your kids to, like, grandma's house and let them spend the night and then do the fun adult things, but doing it in front of your kids is just disgusting. And Liana, you are right. It's where it's like, they're addicted. They have to get that bender. They gotta do this fun stuff right now. They can't wait. They can't control themselves. It's
Mm.
so sad. And it's
Andy, Andy just sent me a message saying, I heard you saying boulder.
He knows what we're talking about. He's like,
Oh
"Oh,
my god.
Nick Rada."
Yeah.
It's
Also, the fact of having over 10 grams of cocaine means they can be charged with, I think he can be charged with distribution. That's
Oh,
enough
mm.
to,
really?
yeah, be charged as a trafficker. So he had
Oh,
25 grams. Like, do you think he was also dealing on the side? Like, why would you need so much? Or do you think he just really bought such a big supply for himself? Because
I
probably
25
have no
probably
grams is a
because
idea.
lot.
a lot of people from what I was reading, like when you go out of the country to bring drugs in, a lot of people bring a butt ton because it in order to prevent having to make various trips, I guess. But like
Uh-huh.
also if you're bringing that much, sell it. What are you doing? That's a profit. Like don't smoke your profits, bruh. Like it's like
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And it's the fact I don't like I yeah, Leah or Leia's right. Like we don't have kids, but like maybe because we're women, I just don't understand doing that. Not being fully aware
Yeah.
around your kids. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't. If I had kids, I couldn't. I
Yeah.
I
No.
wouldn't. I would
mm-mm,
not.
no. No, I'd want to be like aware of everything. And then I guess it was his priest that made the call for
Yes.
Yeah. His
the
passport.
check. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
and people were, like, blaming because when all this happened,
Mhm,
this was, like people were already calling him a low-cal even before, like, the blowjob incident or the
mhm,
BJ incident, and people were speculating that it was Kiwi Farms that reported it because of the way that he was on his live stream, and like no, it was the pastor. Like there was something going on
Mm.
in Rekieta's personal life where the pastor felt the need to report it. And
Yeah.
like one of his friends, Uncivil Law, is now currently on Twitter or going viral on Twitter because he's pissed off at the pastor for
Yeah.
reporting it. And it's like, dude, like these kids are in like a house where they're being neglected because their parents are too busy snorting coke. Like,
Mm.
you don't want that reported?
Yeah.
What are you
Right?
talking
Like
about?
of all the times that people make reports for various reasons, this is probably the best reason to make a report.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah,
And
because kids are
his
involved.
his wife looks horrible too. Goodness.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
his wife should be like the picture of, hey, don't be too skinny because sometimes your face does not do well with that.
No, her
Like she's got
toes.
she's got that strong jawline like what I have, and
Yeah, I have
like
one too.
when I was like real deep in my ED,
Mhm.
like it's horrible. Like that I will forever keep a plump face because looking at past pictures of me when I was dumb skinny like that,
Yeah.
it just does not go well with my face. No, and it doesn't go well. She needs to that's eat a cheeseburger. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
looks like a typical crackhead.
Today,
Mhm.
you know how we say put the cheeseburger down? We say pick
Yeah.
up the cheeseburger
Yes.
today.
Pick it up
Go go eat
today.
something,
Yeah.
Mrs.
Mhm.
Rekieta.
Yeah, don't
Or
just do drugs and alcohol because there's put some more, I don't know, protein in her diet or something. Like
yeah.
bulk up
So,
a little.
There
how do
was
you guys?
oh,
Oh,
go
sorry,
ahead,
Leah.
Liana. No,
I
I'm
was just
gonna
going to
go
ask,
ahead.
how do you think Nick got the black eye? Did you notice that?
Yeah, no, I saw that. I wonder if the wife did it.
Yeah.
I
I
wonder
think
if
she might have
do you
been like, "This is all your fault."
do
And
you think the wife did it?
yeah, I think the wife did
Maybe.
it. Or the
I
girlfriend, maybe.
I think what if it was okay, so like they were having interactions with this girl named April, and supposedly this girl named April has an ex-husband that is currently getting divorced, right? Or she's currently going through a divorce. What if it's the husband of April that is like,
No.
fuck you, dude. I'm gonna
Um,
fuck
Mm.
you up.
I think his name's Aaron. He's going on Kino Casino on Sunday. No, I
Ooh.
don't think he's had any contact with her.
Oh, okay. So then it's not that. Confirm not
No.
that. Leah, you're a loser. I'm a
There was
loser.
a rumor that you know how apparently the April was giving him a blowjob during that stream. There's a rumor that that's why she
Ooh,
gave him a black eye.
maybe. Maybe
Maybe.
she got jealous and she's like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing getting a
Yeah.
blowjob without me being involved?
Who
It's
knows?
Mm.
always it's always like those swinger relationships that always mess up a marriage.
Hmm. Yep.
Always. Yeah,
Mm.
and it's also the polyamorous relationships where like you
Mhm.
wanna introduce spice to the bedroom and add another person, and it's like, no, it's not sometimes that ends in
Never
ruin.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-mm.
like, we knew somebody from the dog world, that boyfriend competes in, and, uh, he's a fellow competitor within the sport, and he had, like, a threesome with, like, some other girl that competed at the same sport as boyfriend and
Ooh.
the person that had the threesome.
Hmm.
And the wife ended up like something must have happened to where drama like took place or whatever, or somebody got jealous because then like there was like one competition where like the wife showed up and was just like super angry and stuff. So it's
That's
Mm.
just like,
awkward.
yeah,
So awkward.
it is awkward. You could get like they're very sensitive when it comes to like um participating on the field. Like you have to be like super professional. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I have to control my anger. I know I
Yeah.
like get super competitive and I want to yell and stuff, but I have to control my anger because we could potentially get dismissed from the
Yeah.
sport. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Not in darts. Not in darts.
Oh,
Goodness
are you
gracious.
serious?
Like, oh man, it's so bad. Especially because Scott's like dumb good, like really good at it, really
Yeah.
good at playing darts. Um, like he had been playing since he was like 13, maybe younger.
Mhm.
So he's really good at it. And every single time we play someone new that doesn't know him, every single time they get pissed off and they
Yeah.
like they rage. They go rage mode over the fact that he's beating them. Um it's hands down, it happens all the time. There's this one dude when we first moved here that his name was Manny, and he got pissed off and he started like, making snipe comments here and there, here and there. And then him
Mhm.
and Scott got into an argument. Um, and then now he's like our best friend. But
Oh,
like,
cool.
but it gets stupid competitive. But that's like, I don't understand. So like maybe it's because I'm like traditional, but like
Mhm.
when it comes to like his wife, like why would you put like, I don't know. I want to bring up Scott. Like I want to support Scott to do good things. And if Scott's
Yeah.
doing something that I know is not good for him, I'm going to step in and I'm going to say, "Hey, let's try not to do that." I'm going to try to
Yeah.
convince him away from that, and for the wives that I guess because she apparently lets him sleep with other women.
Oh my
So I
god.
like she doesn't care or what? I don't understand,
What?
but it's just so nuts. It's so nuts that you would let the husband, the father of your children, go down that path, and then not to mention the fact that you go down that path with him. Like, where is your mother instinct? Like, where's
Yeah.
the
Crazy.
female brain? Why is it not working for you? What happened? Like,
Yeah.
we're nurturers. We're like men protect us, but we also protect everything. You know what I mean? And we nurture. Like, where is that? I don't understand it. But
It's like I don't know. It's like that kind of stuff just like shuts off, and it's so
mhm,
sad to see a woman like that cuz
mhm,
yeah, we are nurturing and we are the protectors, and
mhm,
I know each and every one of us, if like our boyfriends were doing something wrong, we would step in
mhm.
Yep.
and say, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't
Um
sometimes they don't like it, but they get used to it.
so final thoughts on Rekieta. What do you guys think?
I don't know if I don't think he'll win this case. I think he's gonna end up going to jail.
Yeah.
You
Th-
think?
They
With the amount of charges against him and the fact, especially since he keeps on trying to want to come back online and do live streams.
Mhm.
I think he's gonna end up in jail, at least for a little bit, if not the whole shebang. Like he'll go on probation, like with or maybe with like a ankle bracelet,
Yeah.
whatnot. But he's definitely not winning this case, in my opinion.
Well, and part of his release order was that, like, one a condition was that he's not allowed to be drinking. He
Mm.
is, uh, he is or he's supposed to get like random drug tested. He can't be doing any drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm sure he's going through withdrawals right now because he's off the
Absolutely.
alcohol and off the drugs. I'm sure he's going to want to do a fix, and it's going to be a matter of time before he gets caught again.
Yeah.
Especially with the random drug testing. And people are speculating that he could possibly go to jail. I think so too because like I saw somewhere where like the maximum amount of years that you could get in Minnesota for the charges that he has is like 25 for like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
one of the charges.
Crazy.
And yeah, for the felony charge, I think. And it's just insane. I think although he has done it one time, it's just, um, yeah, it's just not good. And then I also have heard that like behind the scenes that him as a lawyer in the state of Minnesota, he was just like kind of a dick to the judges. And
Mm-hmm.
judges like when you are an asshole and you're a lawyer and you are a dick to the judge and you don't respect the judge in the courtroom, judges will remember that and they talk. So it's just like, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a judge that does not like Nick at all. So,
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah.
Well,
God.
apparently the judge that he had in his the drug and child endangerment case is the same judge that he has in his defamation case. So I don't know if you guys
Oh,
know this. He's currently involved in a defamation case because he called someone a pedophile.
oh, that's
And
interesting.
so we
Mm.
have the same judge. So I don't think the judge likes him at all already.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, do you guys think that the kids are with them still? Surely not.
I don't think so. So I think like with stuff like that, CPS has to like step in,
Mm.
especially if it was reported and a search warrant was already put out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the pastor's like already reporting it to government agencies. They probably had the kids go stay with like grandma and grandpa or
Yeah.
brother and
Mm.
sister. Yeah. So I don't
Mm.
think the kids are around. And maybe that's why the wife, like, punched Nick because the kids aren't around and, like, she's losing her kids because you couldn't control your habits or you can control your impulses.
Yeah.
So, I would be
Ugh.
mortified if I lost my kids over that, my
Yeah.
imaginary kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Leah
Ugh.
Junior, no, stay with me." No, I'm
Leah
just kidding.
Jr. Oh my god, please
So,
call me Kid Leah Jr.
I'll name if I have a daughter, I will name them Liana Taylor Pizzle Pop.
Yeah.
No, no, Liana Jessica Taylor Pizzle. That will be
Oh
my
my god.
daughter's name. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Perfect.
moving on, we have local Spurg drama that happened yesterday with Echo
Mhm.
tragedy and
Yes.
me.
What is
Um
going on?
Yeah, what
so
happened?
Echo has like he kinda I talked about it on Nerdy John's live stream today, and, this is something that is bothering me. I didn't think I was gonna let it get to me, but I'm actually, like, kinda pissed off about this. So, I don't have a problem talking about it because it's something that bothers me. I'm probably not gonna talk about it on my channel, though.
Mhm.
But anyways, Echo had a moment last week where he
Yes.
felt the need to leave the internet or not leave the internet, but leave commentary specifically. So
Mhm.
he removed people off his friend list. I was one of them. He left all of the Discord servers and was just like, you know what? I'm done with commentary and I'm leaving.
2 days
And
later.
yeah, 2 days later, he's back. See that I get a friend request on Discord from Echo, and I'm like, "Well, I never removed you. Why are you requesting my friendship again on Discord?" So, I was just like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "Well, I removed everyone." And I think I had asked him in the Now Recording VC, like, a few days ago, if while removing me, if he removed Bunny? And he's like, "No." He's like, "I only remove certain people." And I was like, "Okay, weird,
Mhm.
whatever."
Mm.
But I had left it at that. I wasn't, like, jealous of Bunny or anything, but I was just wondering, like, okay, what's the difference between me and Bunny? But whatever. Not jealous, didn't care. And, behind the scenes, I was joking with Echo that I was, like, jealous, and I was just like, "Oh my god, you picked Bunny." Like, it was all a bit and everything, and I guess Echo started taking it seriously.
Mhm.
So, what happened on Friday was the AWT guys, Flatley, Sliggins, Chthonic Echo, Joe, and Burn invited Bunny onto the show. I wasn't there. I wasn't part of it because I was doing other things. I think I was working that night, so I couldn't record because I was working.
Mhm.
So, they invited Bunny, and this was after the time Echo had left. And when Echo had left commentary for 2 days, or a week or whatever, however long. I don't know, in fact, if it was 2 days or whatever. It was short amount of period.
Mhm.
Um, Echo left Wall Smashers and AWT, so he left the shows, and when, I didn't know that he had left the shows. I thought he was part of AWT still. So, when the Bunny episode happened and the guys were recording for with Bunny on Friday, Bunny had supposedly turned to Echo and asked, Echo to be on that episode with her. And so, there was like a dialogue going on between the guys, and Flatley was saying Bunny was going to be on the episode, and at the same time, while Flatley's saying that, Echo was saying, "No, Bunny's not going on. What are you talking about? Bunny's not going on the episode." And it
Yeah.
turns out Bunny ended up being on the episode. So while Bunny is on, Echo is on too, and then like the guys proceeded to confront Echo, and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck? What's going on? You know, you said Bunny wasn't going to be on, but here she is, and we're recording. What's going on?" It caused a mix up. Supposedly, it pissed off Echo so bad with this mix up that he started calling AWT a shit show. And
Mm.
I took it personal because I was just like, I take pride in what I do. I care about the content that I put on my channel. I care about LolGals. I love that we have a connection going, and we do what we do on LolGals. And I love what we do on AWT. I like that it's just like a chill, well, not really chill, but spurg drama on AWT. It's smaller. It's an opportunity for me to talk about smaller topics without putting it on my channel.
Mhm.
Um, so he called it a shit show, and then I ended up getting pissed off because I was listening to the recording that night, and he was saying it's a shit show. This is not organized. So I take it upon myself to message Echo, and I say, "Hey, now that you," or this is what I said. Hold on, because I want to make sure I read it verbatim. I said, "Are you part of AWT now that you're back?" And then he goes, "No. I'm not even in Cathonic's Discord after the shit show today." So he said shit show to me again. And when he said that, that pissed me off. The fact that he called it a shit show, I was just like, you know what? Fuck you, because we're all working hard here. I care about what I do. Um, so then he's like, "I only went on because Bunny wanted me to." And I was like, "Well, why were you on tonight's episode?" Because we were talking simultaneously. And then I go, "Oh, I see. Okay, bye then." And he's like, "LOL, okay." And I was like, "I like how you just joined the show for just Bunny, but then leave it because it's a shit show. So fuck off. Have fun with Bunny. I'm really just done with you. Bye."
Mhm.
And at that point, I was just like, by the time that I had my conversation with Echo, I was already at the point where I was just like, "You know what? Either make up your mind. Like, do you want to be in commentary or not? Do you want to like interact with me or not?" Because he was going back and forth, and I was just already fed up with it. I don't have
Mhm.
time to be dealing with people's schizo behavior. Like Abby Blackbird with their live stream, and fucking Maggot Edits keep running their mouth about Pizzle, and it's just
Mhm.
like, I don't I don't want to have the time nor the energy to speak about shit like that. Yeah, it's great to speak about spur drama, but I don't want to be involved in it. So when Echo was doing like this wish-washy stuff of, well,
Mm.
I'm halfway out of commentary, but I'm also halfway here. It's
Mhm.
just like, you know what? I'm just gonna rip off the Band-Aid for you. I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off. Especially after you said the show that I was on is a shit show. I take that personal.
Yeah.
Um, so then it turned into me blocking Echo because I was just cutting him off because I was sick of the bullshit. And then Echo then in turn blocked Flatly, and then Flatly posted the screenshot and was just like, "Well, why am I getting blocked?" So then I
Mhm.
make the post yesterday of, "You know what? I just don't have time to be dealing with grumpy people's grumpy, nasty attitudes. I just don't want to deal with it, and I'm just going to rip off the band-aid for you. If you're going to be a jackass just to be a jackass out of nowhere, I don't want you around. Like
Yeah.
it with us girls, like we're like respectful of one another.
Mhm.
Pizzle, we used to fight
Yeah.
and we get along now. Like
Mhm.
I feel like I can come to you if I do have a problem with you. I feel like we're at a place where I can come to you and say that I have a problem with you.
Mhm.
Or Liana, if like Liana has a problem with us, she can come to us and say that she has a problem with us, and
Mhm.
we talk it out or we make it content on LolGals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. True.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I don't I don't understand though. Like, why did Echo leave in the first place? Does anyone know, or you just had a moment? Like,
no, he
what's
just had
going
a
on?
moment. I thought it was because he was being exposed. Like my speculation was that he was being exposed for something else and he's just
Ah,
deciding to burn the bridge.
to
I
get
don't know
ahead
if
of it.
that's true.
Yeah.
People are saying he's going through stuff in his personal life. Echo is going on live stream saying he doesn't know what's wrong with him. Like he did a live stream yesterday where after the AWT live stream where I was just like fucking pissed that Echo leaked our DMs, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. Um, After our live stream, Echo has a live stream and he's like, it sounded like he was about to cry and people felt bad. So he like excused himself off the internet.
Mm.
I my I'm bitter. Like I'm really pissed off because Echo could have potentially put had I not talked to Bunny, and this is just me being paranoid, but
Mhm.
had I not talked to Bunny, I would have felt like there is like Bunny is like mad at me, or I didn't even want Bunny to even think I was mad at her because I was just making jokes towards Echo about being jealous over Bunny and stuff like that, and he took it seriously, and he
Yeah.
even made it to a point where he tried to legit make it sound like I was jealous of Bunny. Like, there's even a post where he's just like, I don't care if I don't even remember what exactly he said, but he's like, "I don't care if I remotely flirt with you, Bunny comes first, and Bunny is always first," and it's
That's
just like, "What
ridiculous.
is wrong with
Oh,
you?" She has a boyfriend, like,
yeah. That was
Yeah.
you're not
the
even she's not gonna fuck you, dude.
it's the
She's not gonna
bunny
fuck
is
you.
it's bunny is number 1. Bunny will always be number 1. I don't care who you are, there are no exceptions. It's that simple, and I tell every person I flirt with that. If you get
Yeah.
jealous or butthurt, that's on you.
Like,
Yeah,
but isn't
and
he just a pay pig? Like, let's be honest.
yes, he is. I think he's just a pay pig. Like, bro, you're just on her cam soda. Like, that's it. And I don't know what the friendship is between Bunny and Echo. Maybe they are closer, but sometimes I feel like Echo plays up parasocial relationships with bigger creators. Like he has sometimes told me that he's like really close with Augie RFC, and it's like I
Mm,
don't buy it. I don't believe you. I think you kind of just play up these relationships with
yeah.
people in the community. And you know, the way that he made it look like I was actually jealous of Bunny and I was actually pissed off to where the point I wanted to reach out to Bunny and I was just like, you know, I'm not jealous of you. I care about you, Bunny. I hope you're not taking this personal. And we cleared the air between each other because I wanted to make sure that like she didn't think I was jealous of her. And Echo is like his messiness is just pissing me off to where it's like your gossipy attitude or your drama or just because you have a stick up your ass and you're grumpy is now affecting my relationship with other creators in this space. Like I take like my communication with women creators in commentary very seriously. And I like to have a healthy relationship between all of the female creators
Mm,
in commentary. I feel like it's women's empowerment when it's like the broadcast or the LolGals interacting, or if I talk to Stardust, I want it
mm,
to be like an empowering kind of thing. I don't want women to go off and attack each other in commentary because then we just look like what do we look like to the guys when we do that?
Crazy
We look
bitches.
yes, we look like bickering women that are fighting with one another. So it's just like I
It's
I wanna try and limit that.
it's so funny how that works though, because like women we're vicious, you know what I mean? And like men are so surface level when they're fighting with each other, whereas
Yeah.
women are like we're like we're literally mind ninjas. So like when the guys see us bickering at each other, they're like, holy shit, they're going crazy. But we both like the both sides know exactly what they're doing to each other when it comes to women fighting, and we're like used to it. But oh
Yeah.
my god, like that there's like that women rage thing, like it's nuts. And
Mhm.
but yeah, like I think that like granted, I've gone after plenty of women
Yeah.
in this community.
We all
Um,
have. We all have.
but oh my god, like it's just I try to avoid it, but like sometimes, people, the girls say something stupid, and then I'm like, okay, well, you're just done. Goodbye. I don't want to see you in this space, and blah blah blah. And like, I don't get how it's so easy for me to get under these women's skin. Like,
Yeah.
like, like I barely did anything to that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in comparison, when you think about it, like how it started was literally just a disagreement. Uh, Sometimes in public, a public disagreement, sometimes in private. But that's really most of the time how it starts, or they just don't like me because they think I was part of something I'm not.
Yeah.
That's like the past women that don't like me currently. Um, and like it's just so weird. And I try to avoid it. Like I'm like, I don't no, 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 no. But sometimes like
Yeah.
we know how to
But
piss each other off.
you
We
know what,
know.
Pizzle? Because I sent you nice messages once, you are not allowed to make content on me. Okay?
Yeah, right? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
apparently,
exactly.
apparently, apparently. No. And what's so funny about Abby talking about how, oh, like she reached out to me to see if I was okay when I took my break.
Mhm.
Um, she doesn't show the multiple times I helped her. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
and
god.
publicly defended her. I
Mhm.
argued with Matt effing Pitt for Abby. We
Yep.
had Edwin did a whole stream where I helped vindicate Abby, right?
Yeah.
And and to be like, oh, and then I fuck up, and she like goes and makes a video about me. Like maybe I was tired,
Yeah.
maybe I was a little bit tired of it. And maybe no, I didn't want to reach out to you because I had already seen you, how you react when I
Yeah.
argue with you about Colton. Holy shit. And you misinterpreting what Colton was saying. I already saw that. So that was the start of me being like, maybe I shouldn't reach out to her about this thing because
Yeah.
she's in her head. She's in her head. I saw her in her head and I was like, there ain't no way. There, like, why would I reach out to her? Because it's not going to do anything. I'm just going to fucking make a video because you know what? It's been a minute since I uploaded last. This is a good topic. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, get over it. Oh my God. Holy crap. You know how many fucking videos are out there about me? Wow. Like, and I'm friends with the majority. Leigha, me and Leigha have videos on each other on our
Yep.
channel. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
No, it
I
it really
don't
isn't.
No,
understand.
must delete them now. You must delete them.
No.
Yeah. But
Well, no, I got a lot of views on that one.
so Liana makes a good point where it's just like, okay, so like you know how Pizzle, you and I have made videos about each other and we've criticized each other before. And
Mhm.
like a lot of the criticism that we do hear from like women that do hate us is that we're fake, right?
Yeah.
Where, oh my
Such a lie.
god, Leah and Pizzle, they don't really say it about Liana because Liana just like goofs around, but I've heard this about me and you specifically where oh we're fake, we're flip floppers or we're snakes, and it's just like going back to Liana's point where it's just like oh, if you say one thing nice about me, you're not allowed to make videos about me. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, if anything, the realness in this room is being able to make videos about each other and being able to have a conversation with one another and both of us collectively getting over it and not even demanding that those videos get taken down. Like I
Yeah.
don't care that the videos about me are up on your channel
Yeah,
and I'm
I don't
glad you
care.
get views off of them. That's what I want from you. I
Yeah.
want success for you. I want success for Liana. But
Mhm.
like to sit there and say, "Oh, just because you say something nice about me that one time, you're not allowed to ever criticize me." It's like, fuck off. That's the fakest thing ever.
No, it's so funny too that they call us like snakes and backstabbers, but then like they seem to forget. They really do. It's so convenient how they forget all the times that me and like that all three of us like we it wasn't right away. It like did you just forget all the shit that led up to it? Like we
Yeah.
didn't just backstab you. Technically, 9 times out of 10, especially like when it comes to me or Leia, 9 times out of 10, we don't come after someone out of the blue.
Yeah,
Like it's there's a reason for it.
I only come after people that royally fuck up. And I know Liana does the
Yeah.
same thing too. Like
Mhm.
with the Aussie stuff, like Aussie was being a massive bitch to
Yes, she
Liana.
was
And
so
so
like so controlling too. It's just
but
ridiculous.
especially behind the scenes, she was so manipulative. So it's just like it makes sense that Liana would push back on her. And
Mhm.
it's like Liana's not gonna it like I said, with all three of us, like you described, Pizzle, we're not gonna do it just because. We're gonna do it because you did something really bad. Like
Mhm.
if we do it if we do it just because, do you want to know how many people would be down our throats being like, "Oh my god, you're picking a fight with this person just to pick a fight with this person."
Honestly, Abby Blackbird is better in my opinion than Maggot. I just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like yeah, because like
Yeah.
at
No one cares.
Maggot thinks like Maggot will not admit fault barely ever in any situation
Neither does Abby
whatsoever.
though. Neither
But
does
like
Yeah.
Abby.
Abby's last stream, she literally said like she
Mm.
acknowledged what I did for her. Maggot would
Okay.
never do that. That like
So,
like I think now I don't think Abby could be really redeemed because she's in her head about shit and there's no convincing her otherwise.
He was
But
on
like
yeah.
when
one.
it comes to like dealing with between the two of them, I'd rather deal with Abby Blackbird all day, every day than deal with fucking Maggot.
Yeah, because Maggot is like oh, wait, they're
Oh,
both insane.
mm,
Uh,
yeah,
I think Maggot is way more insane than
Lord.
Abby. Like
Like,
I don't
oh,
know. And just to like talk about me being in a VC with Abby, I was on Joe's live stream. Abby called in. That's all that it was. Like people don't realize with sometimes, although I'm very blood sporty and I'm very upfront and blunt, and I will if I don't like you, I'll say it to your face.
mhm.
I will people that I have problems with, I will put the problem aside for the sake of somebody else's show and
Yeah.
just not have it about the Leah has an issue with so and so show. Because
Yes.
when I went through the bullshit that I went through with Ember Lily, what did I see Ember Lily do? Every single time she had an issue with someone in the call, she would always make it about the call. And it's like, no, you can be copacetic. You can exist in the same spaces. You don't have to be fighting 24/7. And I'm
Mm,
not, it's not like I'm going to Abby and like straight up shit talking you guys, because then that would be something different.
mm.
You
Yeah.
can't ruin the world's greatest number one hit show, LolGals, better than
Yeah.
Rekieta. We have like 100,000 viewers right now, so fuck off.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
When are we gonna have our Coke bender, guys? Now that
right?
we've made it
Right
big.
now.
We'll do it
Oh,
at VidCon, June 29th. We'll I'll get a hotel at the Westin, right by what is it called? And what is that? Convention Center.
yeah,
And
By
then
Mango.
and we'll just do a Coke bender the
yeah,
whole time. And then we'll
nice.
go and then that's when we'll go and we'll go meet all the other YouTubers when we're like really just tweaking out on Coke because that will be a great first impression.
Yes, Girls Gone Wild,
Yeah.
totally. But
Oh my god.
what are
I'm just imagining me, you, and Liana all coked out at VidCon.
dude, I'd be
Oh
showing
man.
if I was coked out, I'd be showing my boobs. I'd be
Oh
Right?
flasking
yeah.
them.
Hell yeah, all day. Every day.
Yeah,
It literally would
Yeah.
be Girls Gone Wild.
it
Yeah.
would. I would rather just, like, sit quietly with you guys if we did go to VidCon, like, I would probably we would go out to a nice dinner.
Mhm.
I would get you guys dinner and, like, we would have drinks, like a martini
Yeah.
or something,
Yep.
and then go watch Real Housewives or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm
So,
down.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
so down.
it's so
That's
dumb.
that sounds like
Love
a
Real
good time.
Housewives.
Okay, so what are your guys' final thoughts?
Oh, well, we had our final thoughts on Rekieta. And
Yes.
as for Echo, like, I don't know. Like, you can't try like think of commentary, the community, the sub community as like a gang. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna leave the gang and you're gonna try to like make it public, that you're not gonna just quietly try to like sneak out. Like you're gonna get shit on. Oh,
Yeah.
it just is the way it is. As there's you can't like like it's always happened to everybody. We all know that it happens.
Mhm.
And yet it's like just don't forget that. Don't stop forgetting about the way that we treat each other in this community because it seems like everyone forgets once they're in drama and then they're like, "Oh my god, why is everyone acting like this?" Because that's how we act. What are you talking about? What are you
Yeah.
that's my final thoughts. Stop forgetting the historical facts of the commentary community and how we treat people. Goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Liana, what are your final thoughts on
Um,
Echo?
I think if you're gonna leave, you like no one's gonna take you seriously if you come back 2 days later.
Yeah.
I think his obsession with Bunny is a bit over the top. I like Echo, but he's very wishy-washy with his opinions too. So I wish
Yeah.
him well, but yeah, he's L on his part for all this drama over nothing.
Um, Echo, like my final thoughts are Echo, I'm really pissed off at you. You tried to make it look like I was something that I was not, although I was joking about you. And now I'm like even hesitant on even making jokes towards you because you take jokes seriously. And you also violated my trust by leaking our DMs and making it look like I was jealous of Bunny when in fact I wasn't. Um, I don't want you around. I don't like you. I have really big, serious problems with you. You can fuck off because I will never, ever, ever, ever come back and say, "Oh, hey, hi, Echo." It's never going to be like that again. So, bye.
Yeah. Well,
Go
fun.
snort coke, Echo. For all I care, go have a DSP moment like Nick Rada. Fuck
I'm
off.
sure
Goodness gracious.
he's had a
And
lot of
then
those.
stop joeing on camera. Stop.
Yeah. No more Baldo, okay? Cut
Yeah.
it out with the Baldo
Nobody
bullshit.
wants to see that. Goodness
Yes.
gracious. Like I joked. I joked once a bit ago on a live stream about how like we don't want to see pictures of it. We want to see videos. Yeah, I take it back. I retract my statement. No, we don't want to see video. No, no video, no sound. No, no.
Go
It's
back
gross.
to go back to inselling. Go back to
Yes.
being an incel. We
Go
prefer
yes.
that.
We do. We really
Okay.
do. Mhm.
And bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.